Namaste. Welcome to BKA Oracles. If you resonate with the thumbnail, the title, you're in the right place, okay? This is collectively in relation to your divine masculines. However, I do have some intuitive downloads based on messages that are not in relation to your divine masculines, okay? But I feel like it's intertwined. So we're gonna start channeling. We're gonna start answering the questions that are from the unknown, okay? So the angels, the archangels, the angel guides, okay, people that may have passed away that have become angels, all right? There's some sort of message there from your angels to you, okay? It could also be like from your divine masculine's angels to you as well. If you don't know, let me share a little side info, is that twin flames have divinely orchestrated, divinely, here we go. My phone initially, not today, we're gonna keep on going. So basically, twin flames have a unified like spirit guide, okay? I think I mentioned it a lot. I went into like in depth in like one of my old videos about twin flames. But we're gonna keep it short here. I do have more intel on my Soultribe on my website if you want to know, or if you just want to go through all the twin flame videos, then be my guest. But it's about ascension, okay? This is the message here, the core message from your angels, and it's in relation to you as the divine feminine, okay? So yeah, you guys are ascending. You and your twin flame is ascending. You and your divine masculine. The message here is that if you were kind of waiting for them, they're meeting you halfway. And I really do feel collectively this is for divine feminines that I really didn't know that they were in a twin flame relationship, but your divine masculine knew. And this is low-key, like the messages here, like, oh yeah, I've been here all the time. I was just waiting for you to get the memo. Okay, I was just waiting for our unified angels to like give you the green light, things of that nature. But now that like all of them have kind of like gone into like some sort of spiritual practice, whether it's meditation, prayer, just kind of dealing with their trauma, basically, the inner work, the shadow work. So that's really good. And I really do feel like you have done so as well, divine feminine. But all in all, they're very proud of you. If you don't feel like you're in this direction in terms of frequency, your unified angels are going to help you to do so. You as a single divine feminine, as well as your singled out divine masculine. And together, you guys, we're going to come in a union, and it's going to be beautiful. All right? It's going to be beautiful, magical. So the energy is good. The vibes are vibing. I love it. Okay? I love it. I love it for you. I'm also sensing here for one specific person. Your unified like archangel is actually opening the eyes of your divine masculine when it comes to you as a divine feminine, okay? And it's 4:11 on the clock, so your specific divine masculine could just have been very occupied with their spiritual mission. So a little small insight here as well before my battery is trying to like give up on me, but twin flames have certain missions. Some of them are very spiritual, where they do spiritual work, okay, in terms of like helping other people spiritually, okay? It could be Reiki, it could be tarot, it could be in the non-spiritual world, it could also be like being a doctor, a masseuse, a chiropractor, things of that nature. something that has to do with healing, okay? Emotionally, mentally, or physically. And there are dimensions aside from that. Not everything has to be spiritually. For some of you guys, you're kind of destined to have children, and that is like one of your mission. And the love that you share with your person is going to help the vibration of the earth. So when you guys bring in the babies, that's like, yeah, your check mark in terms of reincarnating on earth and doing what you're supposed to do. All essentially, twin flames are here to help raise the vibration of Gaia. It's that simple, okay? You will know who your person is in relation to your spirit guides. I firmly believe go and check with the divine in terms of God, okay? Source. And you kind of just check like the videos and whatnot for confirmation, okay? But do what you feel floats your boat, okay? But nonetheless, everything is in union. Everything is in correlation of bringing you guys into harmony, okay? That's the angel messages, okay? Or messages from the angels, okay? Yeah, I didn't have much to go about my intuition, so like I literally wrote down, okay, angel message, and then the following one that we're gonna tap in a sec. And it says here, enchanted to meet you. And I was literally just humming this Enchanted song by Taylor Swift, okay? I love Taylor Swift. She's an awesome songwriter. And I was being stuck on, please don't be in love with somebody else. So somebody is feeling this in relation to you. Viewer, collective that's watching this video. It could be your divine masculines that is feeling this way, especially if you haven't come into union as of yet in the physical, and they're just hoping and praying that you don't find someone specifically in love while they are like working on themselves away or not in close proximity. But know that your angels are working together with them in relation to you for quick recovery and quick reunion as well, okay? Excuse the mumbling. I've been up since like dawn. I only like slept literally 4 hours today. It's just the weirdest thing. Well, it's not the weirdest thing. I know it has to do with the Lionsgate, but nonetheless, that's it. Keep on going. So in terms of please don't fall in love with somebody else, this person, okay, your divine masculine, even though they're divine masculine here, or this person that's a masculine in your life, they're actually stuck in the matrix and in correlation to this video, and a mindset that's very limited, okay? There is no free flowing. It's like, well, what they see is what they believe, okay? So things that goes beyond the grid is not really their cup of tea here. So they're really in this fear, insecure mentality of like, damn, my divine feminine is gonna find somebody else, and it's like the fears are creeping in, this limited mindset here, okay? But however, despite all of this, they're feeling very anxious about you. There is going to be a shift when it comes to that negativity for the better. So blessings are coming in, karmic justice, and positive endings between you and them. Or this is what they want to bring in when it comes to you as the divine feminine here, okay? So we got here duality. So light versus dark, but it was kind of like thrown away. It could just be that in due time, hopefully, actually no, what I'm getting here is that if their life is not as sunshine and rainbows as yours, divine feminine here, I feel like they're a bit struggling in terms of seeing the good side of things, as in the dharma, the karmic justice, the positivity in things in relation to let's see what it is though. It could be in relation to you, it could be in relation to what's going on in their own life, but let's check in quickly. What is in relation to? They don't feel like maybe it's not, things are not balanced yet. So we got the whip and reverse. There's some sort of hardship that they are going through at the moment, and that's not really balanced out as they will like to be. Could be a blockage as well. And whereas it's a blockage for sure, where they feel like oh, here we go with the mountain, which is symbolic for a blockage in terms of my interpretation in this specific tarot deck. So yeah, there's some sort of hardship that is a blockage between you and them here, and they're very much afraid that you will find somebody else in the meantime. You know, you could also have blocked them, but I'm not sensing that. For one person, you could have blocked this person, you know, as in, but I'm not sensing a block. I feel like it's more so you just have moved. Like if you're in a frequency between you and your divine masculine and you know who they are for sure, like it's written down, it's coded from your guides that this is the one here. You as a divine feminine, you probably just kind of moved on and done your own thing. You could have like find somebody else in between, and they have this perception, your divine masculine, that you are in love. They don't want that, okay? They are very much aware that things are not going well in terms of their life, in terms of how things turn out between you guys, and reason why they don't really have access to you. But I do feel it's mental. I'm not sensing a blockage. I feel like they're blocking themselves because they're still in this energy. They're still in the matrix. Mass consciousness, unplug. If you're stuck in the matrix, you cannot really see things for what they are. You cannot see reality, okay? Let me be real here. I also feel like it's really hard to see your divine feminine for who they are. And let me keep it simple here. When it comes to divine masculine or divine feminine here, you are in utterly unconditional love. Like soul-wise, spiritually, is unconditional. There is no duality in sense of a division between you. You guys are already one, okay? But when you are in the flesh, in the physical, or in a 3D mindset, it's really hard for seeing the whole picture of you and your person when it's supposed to be unconditional, okay? It becomes expectations instead, okay? How you operate from your 3D mindset, from your 5D is different, okay? It's just what it is. But I'm gonna keep it short, okay? I'm gonna keep it short. But so that's what's happening here. Main energy, don't fall in love with anyone else until things get balanced, okay? This is how this specific divine masculine is feeling. So I'm gonna see if there's something else based on the cards. So we got hanging on a string, okay? So they're really hanging on for their life in terms of like this connection, this weight, this blessing that they're waiting on as well. So got the magnifying glass. Yeah, they're really trying to, I'm sensing here they're waiting on results, okay? That's what it is. They're waiting on some sort of results here. In the meantime, they want you to have faith, okay? They want you to have faith because they're much in their faith as well. Even though they're limited by their beliefs, despite the faith, because of them being in a 3D matrix mindset, they still want you to have faith and hope, okay? Because they're really hanging on a thin line here, okay? Yeah, all right. So we got the letter here, so they want to give you a message as well, and that means that they're going to contact you either through phone, text, They might pop up at your door as well, or drive by. That's very symbolic for somebody. But the pop up though, drive by. If you live in another country, you might be a little bit hard to reach you. Because again, we got this specific card. So they might not be able to reach you physically in terms of... Okay, so the scenario I'm sensing out here based on my gifts is that they want to reach out, they want to give a message, and I feel like they will do so, but they want to do more than that. It's like they want to kind of not deal with you, but see you in person, or deliver this message as well in person. I feel like it will come across much easier for them if you guys deal with it in person. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah. I really thought I was tired today, but let's go. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I really do feel like this specific low-key channeling, like music channeling here, and a little side info, like I literally channel clairaudiently, or where I tune into like songs, lyrics and whatnot, and I can like pull out messages from that, like beyond the actual lyrics. I know it's like pretty cool. I feel like it's pretty cool. Some I think is like weird, but like I think it's really cool though, to be able to like siphon out energy like that. It's like reading people, but you can like read music, like read the true intent behind it. I do have like not on my website anymore, but on another like sister website where I do music channeling, where I can like pull out messages from the person's name, and I do that as a reading for people, and locally as well as internationally. And if you want to check that out, I do it in Swedish or in English. All the links will be in the description. And I also do regular like phone calls in terms of sessions, as well as email readings, which is pretty nifty, I should say, because like if you're not in my time zone. But let me continue. All right. I just feel like I need to share that. I'm also going to go out and do some readings, some personal readings, late August into early September. So like during like Leo new moon season, as well as the Pisces and full moon season as well. So I'll be doing like short mini readings for people, but it will be held in Sweden, in Malmö to be specific. So if you're in town, if you want to have a reading, you can just email me and I will book you in. And it's like collectively free if you're into that, or if you're into that, if you want a reading. Okay, but let me continue. The energies for divine masculine here collectively is that they feel very fragile, vulnerable in relation to you as their divine feminine. And we got divine feminine now based on the card. I really do feel like they're tapping into the divine feminine as well. It could be a shift on that mentality wise, where it's like if they've been very much masculine, they will tap into their feminine energy in the sense of being more intuitive, tap into the emotions more, being more nurturing in that sense. Okay, those are the qualities of the divine feminine. There are the givers, okay, and the divine masculines are the takers, not in a condescending way, but in a balance where it's like what you give is what they receive, and it's balance between each other. It's very traditional in a sense, but it works out. Okay, it's like the yin and the yang, you know. You can't have the one without the other. So yeah, I feel like they're very emotional when it comes to you. Some are very vulnerable, some are very fragile. Okay, so we got here bad intentions and air signs in Vedic. Look up oh sorry, air signs in tropical, so you could be dealing with an air sign. Look that up if you want more detail, okay? If you know, you know, okay? But I know not everybody's familiar with astrology like they would like to be. If you want to tap in more in terms of love, check out their Venus sign, okay? On a personal note. But nonetheless, what I want to say is that bad intentions and then air signs kind of flew away when I was shuffling behind the scenes here. And I feel like they don't want to be bad when it comes to you, Divine Feminine. And they really want to make sure things are balanced between you guys. Some of them could be into reflection, introspection in relation to you. Some of them could actually be praying. If they are like religious or just like meditating in terms of how to go about when it comes to you, you know, how to hang with Divine Feminine, okay? So food could be symbolic here. You might go out to eat, or they want to eat with you or cook for you as well. Okay, I feel like they don't want to be bad. Like, I feel like they really want to be on their best behavior when it comes to you. Because, like, you make them feel the emotions. You make them feel feelings. That's what it is. To really make them feel feelings. And not in a negative way. Just like, oh my, like my Divine Feminine is really making me feel the feels. Like, you know, I'm being vulnerable with her. I'm being emotional and I don't know what's going on. That's the power of Divine Feminine. You know, you make them feel the feels, all right? Nonetheless, you really bring in like life into that life, you know? You're like a breath of fresh air. And it just makes them want to like be better or learn more, okay? Some of them might not feel like they're the best candidate as the Divine Masculine, as this one was like in reverse. It's because they haven't healed yet. It's because they still need a little bit more time, and trust you, your angels are on it, okay? If not your angels, God is, universe is. But I really do feel because I was tuning into angels, so your unified twin flame angel is definitely on it, okay? Whether they know it or not. But I love it. I love that for you guys. I think that is pretty much it. We got essential symptoms. So they might also feel a shift their own energy, whereas like they don't know what's going on. I mean, right now it feels really good in relation to you guys, but the deeper they go on in this journey of this twin flame, if they haven't healed certain aspect, it's going to be a little bit rocky, okay? But I do feel you as Divine Feminine is going to help them through physically or spiritually, so don't worry about that. And you also have your unified twin flame angel here as well. And then we got conditional love. So I feel like this is the energy that they're in, and this is why this Divine Masculine card was in reverse, is because there are some aspects that need to heal in order to balance themselves, okay? So it won't affect you and become this bad intentions, because this was kind of thrown away shuffling wise, and it could very much be an air sign that's like really don't know how to balance their yin and yang, the dark and the light side, okay? And it could have come across as something of this nature, very conditional, right? But healing is coming in regardless, okay? And if not, this is what's going to happen. Dark night of the soul, chakras, needs attention, and spiritual awakenings. And if you know what that is, you know what that is. So regardless of not, their journey has already started, okay, for that specific group of Divine Masculines, okay? So get spiritual guidance, like I said, your angels, God, universe is on it. But I don't want to be repetitive because I started up with the angel messages here. You know what it is, okay? You know what it is. Some of them could also suffer a lot of like paranormal activity in relation to you. And this could be one of the starting effect of like their ascensions symptoms as well. So I think that's pretty much everything. There's one person that's a little bit on the crankier side. I don't know if you felt some type of way because I mentioned the whole like my personal readings. You can just skip that, okay? Though we're at the end right now, but you can just skip that, okay? So I'm gonna do an advice card. So yeah, for you and for your divine masculine, just read. It's going to be okay. Like I said, this is just confirmation, and good luck on the journey. I love this for you, and keep on going, because there is nowhere else than forwardness, and that's the mindset we should all strive to be in. Okay,